Avon Lake right to left, as it's Wallace at center floor with Disbrow for Avon Lake. Ball in the air, and the ball tipped around and controlled by Failing on the far sideline. She'll give to Shagavac, and the Amherst Lady Comets will move left to right and come down to the offensive end to set up shot for their first possession. This is Ziak out of the top of the three-point arc. Gave Failing in the far corner, throws it back out top to Shagavac, who will reset the offense here. 20 seconds into the ball game. Gave Failing the Wallace out top now. Wallace, one dribble, gave near side. This is Shagavac down the lane, lost the handle. Wallace picked it up and dropped it in the front. So the freshman, there you go, seeing her hands early, has 2 quick points. Comets going to come with some full court pressure. Shore Gals will break it and come down the other end. This is LeDuc driving the lane, too strong off the glass. Ball loose in the paint, bodies falling, and they're going to get a travel inside as Sydney Failing hit the deck with the basketball. First turnover of the night. Give it back to Avon Lake with 7:16 to go first quarter. Short Gals will inbound along the baseline. LeDuc the trigger. Gave inside off a screen. Disbrow couldn't finish. Ball loose on the floor. Picked up by Ziak. She gives to Shagavac, and Brianna Shagavac, the sophomore, comes down to the other end. Gives Faria, driving the baseline off the glass and in. Carissa Faria gives the Comets a 4-0 lead here with 6:58 to go first quarter.
Amherst doing a nice job getting the ball in the paint, getting that good easy look.
Going to get a foul at the timeline as they tried to sneak Disbrow down the floor behind all the defenders, and as Wallace went in to try and intercept the pass, got called for pass interference. Knocking Disbrow down to the floor. Almost the best way to really describe that.
Yeah, pretty much.
So Avon Lake will inbound. LeDuc got it in, got it right back from Zalonis. This is LeDuc, line to the left side of the lane, bounced off near side Nicholas. Back to LeDuc. Lacey LeDuc picks up the dribble, gives near side, long baseline jumper up and in from Kim Zalonis. 4-2, Avon Lake is on the board. Comets with a 2-point advantage, coming down to the offensive end with Shagavac. The near sideline, Ziak got it right back to Shagavac, out in between the circles, came back to the near right wing. To Ziak. Ziak stops, hops, off the back of the iron, no. Rebound tipped to the far side of the floor, controlled by Abby Rogers. Picked up her dribble, nearly traveled, now bounces off on the far sideline across the timeline to LeDuc. 2 minutes in, 4-2 in favor of Amherst. LeDuc bouncing to the near left wing to Rogers. Rogers around a screen to the top of the key to the right elbow. Gave off on the right wing to Zalonis. Picked up the dribble. Down inside, this is LeDuc into the lane. Got it ripped away by Shagavac. Shagavac pushing back left to right. Right side of the lane. Tried to go across the lane, and the ball got knocked away out of bounds off Emily Nicholas.
I think both of these teams coming out and playing some really good interior defense right now, Brian, and good switches down on the paint. Good help defense down low. If that continues, you're really going to have to see teams backing out to that 10, 15-foot range. Look at that intermediate jumper.
Shagavac had nobody within 10 feet. It was halfway down before it rattled out. Ball loose under the basket, and the Amherst Comets have a takeaway. Then we're going to have a foul on the far side, as I think they're going to get Lacey LeDuc sending Shagavac to the floor with a push. And it is on 12 on Lacey LeDuc, the 5'7" senior. So each team now with a foul apiece here. 5:33 to go. First quarter, 4-2 in favor of Amherst. This is Faria, far sideline, threw it back out front to Shagavac, who will call out the play. And now dribble with the right hand, now directing traffic with that right hand, dribbling with the left hand. Gives far sideline to Failing, took one dribble, gave to Wallace. Wallace pounds it on the floor once, picks it up. Now she's looking for some help. Threw it down to the baseline. Faria driving the baseline and finishes with the right hand off the window.
Faria did a nice job that time, making herself available along the baseline. Then once she had the step, took it to the hole strong.
Avon Lake getting it down the floor, down on the block. This is Rogers. Her shot off the back iron did not go. Avon Lake did a decent job of breaking the press, but rushed it after that. Then coming back down to the other end, Shagavac tried to come to the near side Ziak and threw it away out of bounds from the Avon Lake bench. So give it right back to the Shore Gals. Annalise Callias will check in for Avon Lake, and we're going to get a change for Amherst. Megan Salisbury checks in for Brooke Wallace.
A nice physical ball game thus far, and the ladies doing a nice job making contact in the paint and underneath when those balls are up on the rim.
I think it's what we expected. Talking to both coaches beforehand too. So intense ball game here early, 6-2 in favor of Amherst. This is LeDuc looking to answer on the left wing, off the back iron, did not go. Offensive rebound inside to Nicholas. Threw it down low, but threw it away. Stolen by Failing. She was looking for Disbrow inside. Failing back left to right to the offensive end. Top of the arc, Shagavac to the near side. Ziak gonna hoist from deep. Missed it well short. Ball controlled inside by Faria. Gave off Failing. Long baseline jumper up on the rim. Off the backboard. Hung on the rim and fell in.
I don't know if that one wanted to go in, but it grabbed hold and pulled itself in.
Sydney Failing makes it 8-2 in favor of Amherst, and Avon Lake coming back to the offensive end. Threw it away out of bounds. And that was something that Coach Zavara talked to us about the pregame. Unforced turnovers, and that was one there. Just threw that pass a little too far out in front and gave it right back.
And you've got to be a little bit wiser with that. You can't throw at your own players back. I mean, that's just a bottom line kind of thing. You might be able to do that on a timed pattern in football, but not in the basketball court. You got to make sure there's some visual contact.
Amherst made a change. Riley Shank is in the game. This will be Ziak on the left wing for three. That one falls. Morgan Ziak, her first three of the night. And with 3:53 to go in the first quarter, Amherst is off to an 11-2 start here. Yeah, you don't want to let this thing get too far away from you too early here. Down 11-2 with 3:53 left. They just do break the 5-second count to get the basketball inbounds. Nearly fumble it away. Leduc picks it up. She'll bring it over the timeline, working on Shagavac. Tried to go behind the back, lost the dribble. Now has to pick it up and try and find some help. Still looking, and Shagavac poked it away. She's got a steal coming down to the other end. Right side of the lane, long jumper up off the back of the iron, did not go. Rebound to the far side of the floor, controlled by Avon Lake. And the short gals will come back down to the offensive end. Leduc gave off Salonis on the far sideline. Comes to the top of the arc, dribbled it off her foot, has to pick up the dribble. Working now, trying to find some help. Dumped it off Leduc, right side of the lane, threw a double team, threw it up, didn't get it to go, but she was fouled. Boy, and that offensive set, not very pretty either. I think Avon Lake just lucky they didn't turn it away there.
Agreed.
They're going to call that foul on the floor on Carissa Faria. It'll be her first, team second on Amherst. Brooke Wallace is going to come back for Amherst.
Hey, you know, both of these teams given as well as they're getting right now on the defensive end of things. I think that's really going to be the story, Brian, as we continue to talk about this game and watch it develop, how much these defenses continue to stay on the ball.
Avon Lake turns it over off the inbounds pass, but the tie-up will keep possession with the short gals on the far sideline. It almost seems like Avon Lake's trying to do too much here, really, instead of settling in. Got the basketball at the offensive side. This is Leduc. Try to go backdoor to a cutting Maggie Heschel and threw it off her heel out of bounds. 7 turnovers for Avon Lake here with 3:04 to go in the first quarter. They're down 11-2.
You want to see that 7 for the half.
Yeah.
Not for a partial
4 minutes.
Yeah.
Or 5 minutes, rather. So the Lady Comets back to the offensive end with this 11-2 lead. This is Shank to the near side, and it goes through Failing's hands out of bounds into the Avon Lake bench. Failing was wide open in the near corner, just went right through her hands out of bounds. And Amherst will continue again with this full court pressure here as the inbounds comes in the backcourt. Shagavac, boy, all over Goliath, who's still trying to get free.
Wow.
Shagavac finally has a steal. Lady Comets, nice find inside, shot blocked downstairs. Boy, nice job by Zalonis getting back to get that block defensively. And now Leduc driving left side, the lane, threw it up, no, but a foul. And Leduc will head to the stripe.
And Lacey's got to be careful right now. I think everyone's looking at her to pick up the pace and get the scoring taken care of. But you can't, I mean, she really shot that ball on the run.
Yeah. Line to the left, front end of the free throw, up and in. Leduc, her first point. It's now 11-3. Amherst will make a change. Shagavac comes out. Ziak comes in. But Shagavac defensively.
Oh, yeah.
My goodness. Making her presence well known down the floor here in this first quarter. Leduc looking to complete the pair, and she does. Lacey Leduc breaks a drought for Avon Lake. It's now 11-4. Amherst by 7, 2:25 to go, first quarter. This is Failing, dribbling to the top of the arc. Bounced off to Shank. Now Salisbury gives far side. Ziak gonna hoist another 3-ball on the rim. Didn't go. Failing with the offensive rebound. Muscled it up. No, but an offensive foul gonna be called inside on Sydney Failing. That'll be her first, team 4th on the Lady Comets.
Wow. Numbers are starting to add up early.
Avon Lake looking to break this full court pressure again. They get it in off the inbound. Now Leduc over the timeline, running down the left side of the lane. They're going to get a bump out near the left elbow here. Did he call that on?
I think it was 23.
Yeah, Riley Shank. It was an interesting two. That's why I couldn't tell.
That extra pinky up there
looked like deceptive. A three, yeah. So 5th team foul already on Amherst here with 2:04 left in the first quarter. Leduc off the inbound, got it in. Jumper from the near side from Nicholas did not go. Offensive rebound inside, but Heschel had her shot blocked by Wallace, and here come the Lady Comets. Failing, gonna pull up from the left elbow. Missed it well short. Offensive rebound inside, controlled by Amherst. Out to the top of the key. Shagavac along two, off the back iron, no. Rebound to Lacey Leduc for Avon Lake. She'll push back. Running left side lane, went up the left hand, on the rim, no. Rebound out of bounds, off Avon Lake.
Boy, the pace picked up there all of a sudden. It was back and forth and a lot of good shot ops. And I guess that's key for both squads right now. Even kind of looking at the 4 points that Avon Lake's got up there, 11 for Amherst isn't exactly where you'd want to be either with a minute and a half left in the quarter.
Abby Rogers comes back in. Lacey Leduc, who's gassed already, gets a quick breather here. I would suspect she'll probably sit out the remainder of this quarter with 1:30 left just to get a blow. Shagavac on the far side, tried to give it off on the far side to Ziak, and Annalise Kalias knocked it away out of bounds.
Trick the defense is always move those feet, and that's exactly what Kalias was able to do that time, get her knee in front of it. And even if you give the ball back to the other team, you've still broken up that offensive pattern.
Failing on the near side, gave off Shagavac. Shagavac at the top of the three-point arc, now picks up the dribble, threw it to the near side, Failing, deflected it down to the baseline. Faria threw it back out to the top of the arc to Shagavac, near side Failing, down to the corner. Faria back to Failing on the wing. Ball got poked away, and now throws it off Shagavac into the far corner. Ziak back to Shagavac at the top of the three-point arc, back to Ziak. Far sideline three ball, that one well short. Rogers with the rebound inside for Avon Lake. And with 48 seconds to go in the quarter, Avon Lake gonna come back to the offensive end. Far side of the floor, Nicholas looking for some help. Gave off Salonis out in between the circles. Goes right side, picked up the dribble, gave to the baseline. Rogers working the baseline, had it poked away and stolen. And the Lady Comets gonna come back down to the other end. This is Failing at the right elbow, stopped, but dragged that pivot foot and got hit with the travel.
And Coach Navarro looks out at his squad, clapped his hands, says it's okay. And the reason he's doing that is because on that particular series, they did some things well. Yeah, you turned over the ball, but you kind of settled yourself down and you did what he wants you to do. Come down, get it to the wing, play some good defense, do all those things that'll set you up.
Avon Lake gonna turn it right back over though as Molly Disbrow got the ball at the top of the arc, thought about a three, took an extra step as she made her move to the lane. 23.7 seconds to go. 11-4, and John Rossitano already going offense for defense. Hannah Broski had checked in. She comes right back out as Failing comes back into the ball game for the Lady Comets.
You would think that it would be early for that, however.
That's what it looked like though, didn't it?
It did. It is.
Here's Shagavac giving off free on the far sideline. Back to Shagavac now high on that left side with 10 seconds to go in the quarter. 11-4 in favor of Amherst. Shagavac tried to give off. Ziak, the ball got stolen away. Kalias down to the other end, got hit with the travel before she finished off the glass.
She's got to go up. That's the wrong place for a jump stop. If it's a layup, you go up off of 1 foot.
So 1.9 left on the first quarter clock. It's 11-4. Amherst has to work the length of the floor here. They throw it in Ziak, gave it back to Failing, and she'll let the clock run out. First 8 minutes in the books, and it's the Amherst Lady Comets leading Avon Lake 11-4 here on AM 1380 WDLW.